Today, I'm excited to walk you through our project, TechScrum. Here is a quick overview of what we will cover today. A brief introduction to the project, our team, the technologies we are using, and a closer look at some new features. Let's dive right in with an overview of what TechScrum is all about. TechScrum is designed to be a powerful but easy-to-use project management platform, tailored to meet the needs of agile teams. With TechScrum, our goal is to deliver a clean, intuitive user interface, real-time collaboration tools to keep teams aligned, built-in features for sprint planning and task management. Next, let me introduce you the team behind the project. In TechScrum, we have Kitman as our project supervisor, guiding us and keeping the project on track. Our development team includes Kevin, Shelton, Frank, and me, all of us contributing across design, front-end, back-end, and testing. All right, let's take a look at our workflow system. I'll pass it to Kevin.
Okay, so for workflow, we use the Agile Scrum framework and set the frequency of the sprint to once a week. So for every weekday, we will have a daily stand-up to track the progress of each team member. And we will also have weekly retro planning at tech time once a week. In weekly retro, we will review the past week's works and reflect on what we did well and where we need to improve. And for the planning session, we plan for the future and set new goals and directions. And finally, in the tech time, we share knowledge and discuss technical issues. And for the project plan, our primary goal is to developing new features while maintaining the current functionality. And the details of the new feature will be discussed on the next slide. So while we developing the new features, we will also maintain the current resources. And for the resources, we don't just mean the existing code base, but also the project documentation, technical depth, and improving the code quality. And on this page, we have listed all the 7 features that we plan to develop in the future. And the 3 of them are marked in yellow are the top features to be developed in the next phase of the project, which contains the timeline, custom ticket type, and the release. So next, let's talk about the tech stacks.
All right, hi everyone. My name is Shelton, and I'd like to give you a quick overview of the tech stack we're using for our project. So we built a full stack web application with a clear separation between the front end, back end, and deployment pipeline. On the back end, on front end, we use standard web technology like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript with React and TypeScript to ensure better structure and type safety. For styling, we've integrated Sass and Tailwind CSS, which help us write clear, scalable styles. And Excel is used for handling API calls, and we rely on Jest for unit testing to ensure component reliability. And as for our backend, our stack is built with Node.js and Express, providing RESTful APIs. For our database, we use MongoDB, which gives us flexibility for managing document-based data structures. And as for the CI/CD and deployments, we use Bitbucket for source control, along with the CI/CD pipeline to automate build and deployment. Docker is used for containerization, making our deployment consistent across environments. So overall, this stack allows us to build, test, and deploy efficiently while keeping our code base maintainable and scalable. Okay, now I'm going to next move to the Kevin.
Okay, so next we will introduce the new features in detail. And the first feature is to be developed is the timeline. In this feature, the main functionality is the visualization of tasks. By querying to the database, we can display the sprint, epic, and a ticket on a timeline board according to their relationship and the time scale. And it also includes useful functionalities such as creating tasks directly on the board and adjust duration of the task by dragging the display time bar. And the timeline will also include some visualization tools. So for example, user can use filter to filter the visual content or use view settings to set whether some of the content should be hidden by default. And in addition, we can also include some extra features that are good to have in the future, such as sharing links to the timeline or export the timeline board to the appropriate format. And then let's talk about the custom ticket type.
On this slide, I'd like to introduce another feature of our project, custom ticket types. In our app, every task, issue, and request is tracked using a ticket, and each ticket is categorized by a type, such as bug, task, epic, and more. Each ticket type has its own description, workflow, field setup, and the screen configuration to ensure that the ticket follows the right process and displays the most relevant information. With TechScrum, we are building flexibility into the system by allowing users to create custom ticket types, enabling teams to design workflows that match their unique needs instead of being forced into a rigid structure. Let's take a look at how it works. On the left side of the slide, you can see the interface for creating a new ticket type. Users simply provide a name, an optional description, and you choose whether it's a standard ticket or a subtask. On the right, we see the ticket type schema interface. A schema is a collection of ticket types that can be applied to a project. Here, users can manage which types are included, set the default type, and reorder them easily with drag and drop. This simple UI is backed by a powerful and flexible data model. Now let's dive into the data structure behind the feature. At the heart of the ticket types collection, we store each issue type's definitions, including their name, description, type, associated workflow, and metadata like creator information. Next is the ticket type schemas collection. A schema bundles together multiple ticket types for reuse across different projects or teams, making it easy to customize setups without duplicating work. Each project in our system is linked to a ticket type schema, defining which ticket types are available for that specific project. This means different teams can work with completely different types and workflows tailored to their needs. Finally, the workflows collection defines the lifecycle for each ticket type, tracking how a ticket moves from to do to in progress to done. In short, ticket types are reusable, workflows are independent, and projects are fully customizable. Okay, next, let's move on to another key piece of project management, how we handle releases.
Hello everyone, this is Frank. Today I will be presenting our release management feature in the TechScrum project, which we will develop to refer to Jira's similar functionality. As shown, our release management feature consists of 4 core components: version creation and planning, work items management, backlog integration, and enhanced planning tools. On the left interface, you can see the version list displaying multiple releases from version 3 to version 1, each with clear status and progress indicators. The right side shows the version details, including specific information and associated work items. Okay, let's go into creation, version, and feature details. Next slide, please. In the create dialog, user need to fill in version name, for example, for version 4, and start and release date, driver, and version description. In the release dialog, the system prompts the user to handle outstanding work items. As shown, release version 2 contains 5 incompleted work items, and users can choose to move unresolved items to next version, like version 2, and proceed without addressing incomplete items, and set another release date and create release notes. This design ensures both standardization and flexibility in the release process. Okay, let's go into backlog integration. Our release management feature is deeply integrated with the backlog system. The key features include drag and drop assignment. This allows tasks can be directly dragged to different versions, and the version details panel. This displays complete version information and statistics, individual ticket management. This supports managing specific tasks in the side panel. As shown, user can see sprint 1 and sprint 2 in the board view, each containing multiple tasks like TEC1 to TEC6. The right side action panel provides comprehensive task management options, including move work item, assign team member, link to version, estimate story points, and bug change. Okay, let's go into enhanced planning tools. To better support version planning, we provide several enhanced tools. First, related work linking. This connects relevant tasks and documentation with versions. Version description and management. This supports for detailed version description and manual version release. This flexible control over version releases. In the details panel on the right, you can see version status and timeline information, driver information, approval section, progress tracking, and related issue count. These features together from a comprehensive version planning system. Finally, let's look at the last slide, our system's data structure design. We adopt a 3-collection architecture. First, release or version collection. This tracks the software releases and versions. Issue ticket collection manages individual work items and bugs. Sprint collection organizes issues into time-boxed iterations. This design clearly shows the relationships between the 3 collections, and they connect with each other through separate IDs. This architecture ensures data integrity while maintaining good flexibility. Okay, that concludes all of our presentation. Thank you all for your attention, and we welcome any questions you might have. Thank you for watching.